There it goes. There it goes. The one positive thing I have in my miserable fucking life. Now, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe it's not over. Maybe I can go back. But anyways, yeah, what I'm talking about, if you saw the title of the video, you already know. Yeah, basically, I got my ass kicked in boxing class. And it's just so... Man, shit like this is the kind of thing that always happens to me. Anytime I put forth any effort in my life, I could just get beat down. And usually it's not literally beat down, but in this case it was. I mean, all right. Let me just tell you what happened. I went to boxing class, and this just happened. I just got back. So I was at boxing class, and we're doing the usual thing. I think I mentioned it before, but the way the class works, it starts off, half of the class has gloves on, the other half of the class all has mitts, and everybody partners up, so one person's punching, and their partner's holding the mitts for them. And then we do it in rounds, so like every 2 minutes, basically, you switch partners, and you cycle back around, and depending on how many people there are, you might cycle back around to the same partner again. Okay, so basically, while we're doing a drill, this one guy is holding mitts for me, and I mean, this guy is, I've seen this guy in class a couple times before, and at first I actually thought he might work at the gym or something because he always kind of acted like he's an instructor. Like he would always be giving me pointers or whatever, but sometimes it felt like the advice he's giving isn't really in line with what the instructor, what the actual instructor says. So I don't know. But anyways, this guy's holding mitts for me, and he's kind of coming off like a dick because he keeps trying to tell me like, oh no man, you got to move your hips like this. No, you're supposed to do it like this. No, make sure your ankle rotates like this. And it's really pissing me off because it's not what the instructor, it's just not at all like what the instructor has told me. So I just don't feel like this guy knows what he's talking about. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to think he actually worked for the gym, but now I'm pretty sure he doesn't because the more I've, had some one-on-one work with the instructor, the more I realize this guy is just full of it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So anyways, I'm not following his advice at all, and it seems like he's getting kind of frustrated about that, and he just won't shut up. I mean, he just keeps going, no man, you got to fix your stance. No man, put your feet more like this. It's just... So eventually, this guy just won't shut up. So eventually, I'm just like, hey, I don't want your advice, okay? I said that, and I mean, I'm actually kind of proud of myself for that when I usually don't stick up for myself like that, but I was just like, hey man, I don't need your advice, okay? And I said it, I would say sternly, So anyways, when I said that, he was just like, okay, have it your way. I'm just trying to help you out, man. And yeah, so he kind of backed off for a while, but yeah, then our round was about over at that point anyway, so the bell dinged and I rotated partners. Well, eventually I rotated back around to where this guy's holding the mitts for me again, and as soon as I walked up, this pissed me off, so I should have decked this motherfucker right then and there. As soon as I walk up, this guy says something like, oh look, it's Mr. Tough Guy again. Oh look, it's Mr. Tough Guy again. Let's see what you got. He said that. That's what pissed me off. When he said, I don't even know, man, to call me Mr. Tough Guy because I decided to stick up for myself when this guy's giving me BS advice the entire time. I'm trying to actually learn how to defend myself. I'm trying to actually learn how to throw punches correctly, and I'm trying to get a good workout in. Every time this guy interrupts the flow of my actual boxing workout to just say some useless advice, it's just not helpful. So, oh look, it's Mr. Tough Guy again. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Like, it's so fucking condescending. I mean, that really pissed me off. I honestly should have just decked this motherfucker, but whatever. So when he said that, I mean, I didn't even respond. I just looked at him. I just gave him a look that kind of said with my face, you know, dude, shut the hell up. Dude, shut up. But again, I didn't say that verbally, but with my face, I think he kind of could tell. I think he could tell by the way I was looking at him. So anyways, we're doing this drill where I'm supposed to be throwing whatever combo he calls out. So basically the way it works is at this gym, there's like 6 main punches. It's like basically like a straight punch with your left hand, with your right hand. There's like a left hook, and left uppercut, right uppercut. And the punches are named at this gym. And I don't know if this is how it is at other boxing gyms. If anyone knows, you know, let me know in the comments. But basically every punch has a number. So like the left jab is 1 and left hook is 3, I think. So, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so the way this drill works, this guy is supposed to call out a combo. So he'll say, I don't know, like 1, 4, 3, 6 or something like that. And then I'm supposed to do that combo, right? I'm supposed to throw those punches. Okay, so that's the drill we're doing. And again, I'm still punching and he's holding the mitts for me. So anyways, we're doing that drill and I felt like I was doing pretty good and I was really getting exhausted by this point, but I have been, I mean, really starting to get the hang of different combos, especially the more common ones we've been doing. And I'm kind of getting the hang of how to move my feet, you know, because there's a lot of footwork in boxing. It's not just moving your arms and stuff, you know, you gotta move your feet, move your hips. And yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of that a little bit. And yeah, well, eventually this guy says to me, he's, yeah, and this is I hate people like this. They just think they know better. Like he must think he's better than me. He's because it's so condescending. Because I've already told this guy I don't need his help. But anyways, so about, I don't know, after like 30 seconds of doing this drill, he says something like, he's like, I'm telling you, man, you got to spread your legs further apart and use your hips, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't remember exactly what he said. It was something about my stance, right? He's like, I'm telling you. And the way he led off with this, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, man, like, yeah, I know you're telling me. I know you're telling me a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, I don't remember exactly everything he said then, but it just really pissed me off. Because the thing is, he said something about my stance, and I'm like 99% sure my stance was fine. Like, I had my stance set exactly how the instructor, because just in the last class I was at a couple days ago, the instructor was working with me one-on-one on my stance. And I was doing it exactly how the instructor had told me in the previous class. So this guy telling me about fixing my stance, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So anyways, that really pissed me off. He said, I'm telling you, man, you gotta fix your stance. And yeah, that just really pissed me off. So after he said that, I mean, I immediately responded just, okay. I said it like that. I basically just, you know, very stern, almost to the level of shouting, but not quite shouting, I guess, but very sternly just, okay, you know. And I didn't change anything about my stance, of course. It was a very, you know, I was trying to go just a very dismissive okay. But you want to know what this douchebag said? You want to know what this guy said? He paused for a second like he was thinking, and he said, you know what, man? I'm not even going to say anything. Which is like, yeah, you did say something. You know what, man? I'm not even going to say anything. As if, and it's like the way he said it, as if I'm out of line. I'm the one that's out of line, not him. Yeah, I'm the one not out of line, not this guy giving unsolicited advice, trying to act like he owns the gym when he doesn't even work there. And I don't know how long he's been going there. Like, he's obviously more experienced than I am, but that doesn't mean he's on the level of an instructor. You know what, man? I'm not even going to say anything. So condescending. Like, what is wrong with people like this? So anyways, after that, I mean, he kind of shut up for a second. He just called out another combo and we just kept going with the drill. And at this point, I admit I was like really pissed off and it kind of was giving me some extra energy. So I mean, I felt like I was throwing my punches extra hard. I mean, it's funny because if that was what this guy was trying to do, you know, he's just trying to act like a dick on purpose to make me mad, so I punch harder, give me a second wind, basically. Well, if that's what he was trying to do, he did a damn good job of it. But I'm pretty sure that wasn't the, because man, that would be some like true like master manipulator shit if he did that. But yeah. So anyways, he calls out a few more combos and, you know, I'm punching hard, I'm doing good. And it's also funny because the guy, at that point, the guy's facial expression kind of changed. Like he was smirking a little bit in a way that it seemed like he was, like now he was satisfied with how I'm doing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of imagining things, but because this all happened so fast. I mean, everything I'm telling you happened within, you know, a matter of, less than 2 minutes, because 2 minutes is how long these rounds are. So anyways, this is where things take a turn for the worse. And I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened because everything was going good. Man, this guy, he called out this one combo, and the weird thing is it wasn't even a difficult combo. It was, I forget what exactly it was, but it was something like 1-2-3-2, or one of the like more common combos that we've been doing since I've been at this gym. And I swear to God, I don't know how this happened, but somehow I'm throwing this combo and something, I don't know. I missed the mitt. He's holding the mitt for me. I missed. I punched this guy hard as hell right in the middle of his chest. I punched this guy right in the middle of his chest, and I swear to God, it was a complete accident. I don't even know how it happened. Like my foot slipped or something, and I just missed, and I punched him in the chest. And the thing is, I can understand he would not like being punched in the chest. Obviously, no one would, but it was obviously an accident. It was obviously an accident. As soon as my fist made contact with this guy's chest, I immediately started trying to say, you know, sorry, it was an accident. You know, sorry, it was an accident. But that didn't matter. I don't even know if I managed to even get a word out at all, because as soon as I punched him in the chest, he punched me right in the fucking jaw. He punched me right in the jaw. And I don't think I was actually knocked out. Like, it depends what you mean by knocked out. I don't think I actually lost consciousness, but all I remember is he punched me in the jaw. And then next thing you know, it was like, that's why I say I don't think I lost consciousness, so I don't think I was actually knocked out, because I kind of remember all this, but when he punched me, I just immediately, like, my knees buckled. Like, I couldn't continue standing up, which, I mean, I don't know, it was weird, but I guess that's how it goes. So he punched me in the jaw, I go down, and this is the other thing, I was able to kind of catch myself, right? So I just kind of fell to one knee, right? I caught myself with my hand, so I didn't fall like face, like flat on the ground, you know? And yeah, so then I was down. I just remember I'm down, kind of like kneeling on one knee, head down, and everything feels it's kind of just like, I felt kind of lightheaded, like when you stand up too fast, it just felt kind of dizzy. I tried to stand up, but then it just, as I was like kind of moving upward, you know, it just felt really lightheaded, so I just went back down to rest for a second, and I don't know, man. I just felt kind of wobbly, and the next thing I know, I remember I'm hearing this guy, and he's saying, like, he's talking real fast, and he's just like, he hit me first, I was just defending myself, he hit me first. And then I hear the instructor, and he's, what happened over here? And this guy just, he hit me first, the instructor, what happened over here? You know, everybody, and it felt like everybody was just repeating themselves. Everybody's talking really fast. I can't even remember who said what first, and just because I'm just down on the ground, just dizzy. I think it was at this point that I could just tell, like, okay, I'm crying now. I'm on the ground. I just got punched, and I'm just crying. Full 35-year-old man. I'm at a boxing gym full of a bunch of tough guys, and again, there's actually some cute girls there, and I'm on the ground crying. I'm on one knee and I'm just like tears streaming down my face. And have you seen in my other video I mentioned, yeah, I'm prone to crying. I can't really fucking help it. It's not because of the physical pain, because it doesn't, even now, it's like I barely, it can find maybe some soreness in my jaw. I don't know, maybe it'll be worse tomorrow. My head feels fine, but it's not the physical pain, just the anxiety of the situation, just the adrenaline. I don't know. I had tears streaming down my face, just on the floor, the middle of the gym, in front of everybody. Well, anyways, might as well finish this story. So the instructor helps me up. He kind of tells everybody, okay, all right, everybody get back to work. And then he helps me up. And I was feeling a little bit lightheaded at that point, but I could walk. So I walk with the instructor. He kind of leads me outside. So we're just standing on the sidewalk in front of the gym. He asked me what happened. And I just explained it again. Like, I told him, I was trying to punch the mitt and I don't know what happened, if I just slipped or I don't know what happened. I accidentally hit him in the chest. I just missed the mitt. That's all it was. I was trying to punch the mitt and I just missed. And the instructor seemed pretty understanding. And again, at this point, as I'm talking to him, I'm having trouble getting the words out. It's so embarrassing. And I'm sure maybe some of you know about this, especially if you're a high inhibition male like me. You might know when you're crying, it's hard to talk when you've got tears streaming down your face. So it's just embarrassing. It's just so humiliating. But anyways, I'm just explaining as best I can. I was trying to punch the mitt and I just slipped and I missed. It was an accident. And the instructor seemed pretty understanding, thankfully. He said something like, he was like, all right, man, these things happen. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. And I think because I was crying, I think he was maybe being nicer to me because I was crying. I don't know. But either way, he seemed to be pretty understanding. He was pretty cool about it. So yeah, he was basically like, don't worry about it. I'll talk to the other guy and we'll figure this whole thing out. So I don't know. And then he was basically like, just go ahead, go home for the day and get some rest. And yeah, so I left and I got back home. Now I'm here sitting in my car in the driveway. Don't want to walk back inside yet because my face, I don't know if you could tell, crying a little bit while I made this video. And after I cry, it's obvious, like my eyes are red. Basically, my dad's in the house and I don't want him to see me like this. And I want to have to explain to him what happened. So yeah, and after this whole ordeal, I left, but I think the class was pretty much over at that point. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to manage to go back to that gym. It's the one positive thing I have going in my life right now. I need to go back. But I don't know, man. Like, if I'm going to be able to go back, there's no way I'm going back tomorrow. And because that guy, the other guy is going to be there, probably. I don't know. He's been there at least half the time that I've gone to the gym. That guy is there. I don't know. It just feels so, like, after I just cried in front of everybody and then to just go back, I don't know if I can handle that, man. I don't know if I can handle that kind of situation, man. My anxiety is already bad enough just going on a regular day. After everybody saw me get knocked out and cry on the ground, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll be able to go back. And the thing is, I'm not even really mad at the guy that punched me because I can understand why he might have thought it was on purpose, because I guess there was some tension between us. Like, we had a bit of an argument or a few words back and forth. So I guess I can understand why in his mind, he felt like maybe I was talking trash and then I punched him. And it's like, if I did punch him, then he deserved it. I would have been morally right to punch this guy with the way he was acting. So I can understand why he would have thought it was on purpose. And I don't even know if anybody around witnessed this. Like, I know they saw it after I hit the ground, but I don't know if anyone saw, me accidentally punch him in the chest and then him punch me in the jaw. I don't know if that was witnessed by anybody. So I don't know if there was any bystanders around and what they might think about what happened. I don't know. But to me, I think probably to most people it was obviously an accident, but I guess I can understand how this guy, to him, why he would think it was on purpose. So I don't know. I guess I can't really be that mad at him. I don't know. I mean, if I do go back to the gym, should I, like, I'm thinking maybe I should just go up to that guy, and I'm not sorry, but maybe I should, just for the sake of like easing tensions, if I go back to the gym in a couple days or whenever it is, and I see that guy there, should I just go up to him and just be like, "Hey man, I'm sorry about that. It was an accident. I hope you understand." And just kind of apologize, say sorry, but also while explaining, it was an accident. I don't know. He seems like a pretty stupid guy that is not very reasonable. Like he just has a bad attitude and thinks he's better than everybody else. It's kind of the vibe he gives off. But I don't know, man. Maybe for the sake of just easing tensions, I should do that. But even, man, my anxiety is going to be at an all-time high the next time I go to the gym. If I do. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I can. I really don't. But that's the story of how I got knocked out at the gym, fell to the ground, and cried in front of everybody like a little bitch.